wish that I could just wish away my feelings, but I can't.
Sand hurts my feelings.
I don't like sand.
Hurts my feelings.
Haunted by big sand in my very soul. Sand. Are you suffering as much as I am?
Sand hurts my feelings.
Tormenting me. I'm in agony.
Sand hurts my feelings.
I don't like sand.
Hello, and welcome to The Sand Hurts My Feelings, a Star Wars podcast from a Swiftie point of view. I am your host, Alex.
And I'm your other host, Sarah. And today we're talking about the Tortured Poets Department and our picks for Padmé Amidala. But before we dive in, Alex, how are you doing?
It's been a rough week for me, but I'm coming out the other end.
That's good.
How about you?
I think summer's been kind of steady as she goes. We have had some really fun experiences, though, here this June with seeing the original trilogy up on the big screen.
Yes, that was very fun.
Yes, one of our local indie theaters here had a showing each weekend of the original trilogy, and that was a lot of fun to see those up on the big screen in a theater setting.
Original cut, it was awesome.
Yes. But yeah, I'm just excited. We've been a podcast for a whole year. We're coming up on the end of our Padme season.
Yep, end of season 2.
Yeah, so we're going to do this one, and then we're going to do a wrap-up episode like we did with Leia, kind of reflecting on the 11 songs that we've picked, or the playlist that we made for our character. So we're not fully done with Padme yet after this episode.
We will also have a one-year anniversary bonus episode about Andor coming out on the actual anniversary of our for 1 year as a podcast.
Yes, so you don't want to miss that. It's a really, really good discussion. Alex and I had a lot of fun with that episode.
It is a longer one, so it's going to be probably close to an hour, maybe a little bit more. So make sure you have some time.
Yes. But yeah, we keep on keeping on. That's about all you can do.
Yep. With these trying times, it's kind of you look for you do what you can and fill your cup and try to help everyone else around you as best you can.
Yeah.
That's what Star Wars is all about.
Yeah. So then, to keep everyone in anticipation, we've been talking about our first experiences with movies that numerically line up. We've obviously passed 9, episodes 1 through 9. Last episode, we talked about our first experiences with Rogue One, so that leaves Solo. And our first experiences with the movie Solo, if you want to share with the listeners, Alex, a little bit here before we get going.
Sure. This was the last movie I got to see on the big screen at the zoo, so this might have been, I might have actually said I only saw 2. I did get to see 3 Star Wars movies on there. I got to see Rogue One, Last Jedi, and then Solo, and then it closed down before Rise of Skywalker. But I'm okay not seeing that one on there. I will say when I first heard Solo was coming out, I wasn't super jazzed about it. I was just like, I just didn't see the need for it. But once I saw the trailer, I became pretty jazzed about it. I did not pay attention to all of the backstage drama and stuff like that was coming out. Like I had heard that Ron Howard had been brought on to finish it up and stuff like that. So I didn't let that affect me, and I actually really enjoy Solo. It's really fun. I still really enjoy watching it. I think Alden Ehrenreich did an amazing job playing Han Solo. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it's a fun, like, smuggler movie, and it introduced us to Kira, who I really am fascinated with, and that we will be doing a later season on. So yeah, no, it's super fascinating, super fun, and I felt that they got the essence of Han Solo and Chewbacca correct.
Great. My first experience with Solo was not quite so positive, unfortunately.
Really? That's disappointing.
Yes. So the weekend that Solo came out in theaters, I think was the weekend that I graduated from my graduate program. So I was not able to see it opening weekend. I had made plans with my brother to go like the Monday or Tuesday after it came out. So still within opening week, but just not opening weekend. And I had the twist at the end spoiled for me of Maul coming back. It was really stupid because all I did was on my phone open up like a new tab to do an internet search for something, and then like they showed the trending things and it said Darth Maul Solo Return. And I'm like, really? Really? So that was really disappointing. And I was a little.
Did you like the movie?
The first time I watched it, no, I didn't.
Okay, there we go. That's what we're trying to dive into.
Yes. No, the first time I watched it, I didn't like it. And I don't, to be honest, I can't quite place my finger on it. I remember talking to my brother about, well, Darth Maul just kind of comes out of nowhere. I didn't like how they brought him back.
I am going to be a bit of a stick in the mud and say who you're watching it with also affects how you're watching the movie, and your brother is kind of a stick in the mud sometimes.
Sorry.
Especially about Star Wars.
Sorry, not sorry. We know he doesn't listen to this podcast. No, that's fair. But I think I just needed to process because I didn't really know what to expect. Every subsequent watching of Solo, I have enjoyed it more and more. So maybe it was just like the stress and fatigue of having just graduated and wrapped up finals and like that not being a thing. But I left the theater feeling kind of confused, I think is the best term. Kind of confused. But yeah, since that initial viewing, I have enjoyed it more and more. And I do think they really captured the spirit. I will also acknowledge I came in with a chip on my shoulder because they had been talking about who they were going to cast as Han Solo. And my vote was for, what's his face?
I don't know.
Because Alden Ehrenreich plays him. It's Ansel somebody. But
Ansel.
Yeah, so he was one of the guys in Baby Driver. He plays August in The Fault in Our Stars. I had a big crush on him at the time, so.
Oh, him, not even who I was thinking.
Yeah, no, he was one of the top, or leaked, I guess, top contenders for.
It's a very good thing he wasn't picked.
No.
He's not a good person.
I had a huge crush on him at the time.
I understand that, but I'm like, no, he's not a good person. He hasn't been in much since.
No, I have noticed that, and I really do like the job that Alden did. I think he did a great job. I like the job that Eunice, who was brought in to play Chewbacca, did. Yeah. So I liked it more and more since.
Do you like it now?
Yes.
Okay, you keep saying you like it more and more. You haven't said, like, do you still not like it? That's valid if it is, but I'm like, you do enjoy watching it now?
I do enjoy watching the movie. I don't think I watch it as much as, like, I would truly want to. Just kind of a matter of time. I would want to watch it more than I think I have.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'd like to watch it more. So I don't know exactly where that turning point was for me. I think I just needed to see it once, kind of just get all the jitters out, and then be able to go from there.
Maybe it was seeing it with me.
That too, yeah, because I remember when we met, you were like, Solo's a great movie.
And you were like, no, it's not. And I was like, what are you smoking?
Alrighty.
And then we fixed it. So
we did. So yeah, we both like Solo, and it's a good thing because our cat is named Solo. Yeah, we love you, bud, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right. So our picks for Tortured Poets Department. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I want you to start because you've already told me that I'm not going to like you for this. So
yeah, I just have a feeling you're going to like be super judgy of me for this. Okay, brace yourselves.
I'm braced.
So, listeners, I think there is no wrong choice on this album. When I was listening, trying to pick for Padme, I'm like, this song works. This song works. And I basically had all but like 3 songs on the entire 31 Tortured Poets Department and anthology. Like, any of these could work. Like, this is Padme's album. Between the heartbreak over Anakin, the heartbreak of losing the Republic, her struggles as being a queen and senator, I'm like, this all fits Padme. So I don't think there's a bad pick. But I think Alex is going to judge me for mine, because my pick for Padmé Amidala from the Tortured Poets Department is But Daddy, I Love Him. And I think it is all about her love for Anakin and how she just kind of flies in the face of everybody and everything. And We get snippets of this in the deleted scenes, which I know aren't canon, but they're still there. So going line by line, I just learned these people only raise you to cage you. Sarah's and Hannah's in their Sunday best, clutching their pearls, sighing, what a mess. I just learned these people try and save you because they hate you. The Senate and the Republic confine Padmé. Her persona as Padmé Amidala is a box, and she was raised as a politician into the system and is held back by so much bureaucracy. People look out for her career and the image that she created, but not who she is as an actual person. And so that can be pretty stifling. And then in the chorus, now I'm running with my dress unbuttoned, screaming, but Daddy, I love him. I'm having his baby. She loves Anakin and is having his babies. I'm telling him to floor it through the fences. No, I'm not.
Wait, you just jumped a line.
Yes.
No, I'm not. But y'all should see your faces. Did you just cut that piece out?
I did.
Oh, okay. Because it doesn't fit.
Right. I mean, if you want to make it fit, she's lying to everybody that she's not having his baby.
True.
Because she keeps the pregnancy a secret.
Exactly.
So there we go. Having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. I'm telling him to floor it through the fences. No, I'm not coming to my senses. I know he's crazy, but he's the one I want. So Anakin and Padmé go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in Attack of the Clones. They flirt and kiss a couple times, then say I love you and get married. It is a whirlwind romance, and this is what Padmé wants because she loves him. Hitting the second verse. Dutiful daughter, all my plans were laid, tendrils tucked into a woven braid. Growing up precocious sometimes means not growing up at all. Padmé was the queen of her planet at the age of 14. Like, I could barely put 2 sentences together at 14 at times. So she had to grow up quickly, which means she had to deny herself a lot of fun kid stuff and teenage stuff and just deny what she wanted for the sake of her people and her planet. Continuing on, he was chaos, he was revelry, bedroom eyes like a remedy. Anakin's love fills Padmé's cup up in a way she's not experienced before, so that adds to the excitement and the pursuit of his love. Soon enough, the elders had convened down at the city hall. Stay away from her. The saboteurs protested too much. Lord knows the words we never heard, just screeching high tires of true love. So Obi-Wan tells Anakin to stay away from Padmé and be careful with his emotions. But both Padmé and Anakin ignore Obi-Wan's warnings and the Jedi Code, both thinking they can change the beat of my heart when he touches me and counteract the chemistry and undo the destiny. No one can talk Padmé out of this choice of loving and marrying Anakin. Her love for Anakin is bigger than them, and it is the destiny of the Skywalkers and Luke and Leia. Kind of wrapping up the song here. You ain't gotta pray for me and my wild boy, and all of his wild joy. If all you want is gray for me, that's just white noise. That's just my choice. So Padmé wants more than a life in the Senate. She wants to live in color, and Anakin gives her the space to just exist as her own person with her own wants and desires, only asking for her time and affection in return. And that's not something she gets as queen or as senator. Scandal does funny things to pride, but brings lovers closer. So having to sneak around everybody adds fuel to the fire of their flaming love. Now I'm dancing in my dress in the sun, so I get strong Naboo meadow scene vibes with that line. I'm dancing in my dress in the sun. She is beautiful. And the last line is that I have is, no, you can't come to the wedding. I know it's crazy, but he's the one I want. They eloped on Naboo, so the only witnesses were droids. You can't come to the wedding. That's my pick, Alex. Are you frumpy with me?
Yes, I am frumpy with you, but it's not for the reason you think.
All right.
I don't know why you think I would think that's bad to pick. Like, I knew that, like, the moment you said it, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And you're like, no, he's gonna, like, I'm more frumpy that you think I'm gonna be mad at you for your picks, because I'm like, that, whatever you've always defended your picks. The only time I've ever been upset with you is when you change the way I listen to a song.
Oh, yeah, when I breathe for you.
Like, Yeah, so I'm like, I'm a little
Okay.
hurt
I'm
that you're like,
sorry.
you think I don't get it, because like, as you said, like, every song here works for her. Because 'cause I'm like, "Yeah, no, I saw that immediately." As long as you didn't go into, like, Mustafar, which you didn't, and, like, and Revenge of the Sith, like, a little bit with
I mean,
the
only in the sense
like,
of
the
her
sense of having the
pregnancy.
pregnancy, but I'm like, other than that, I was like, "Yeah, this all logically tracks," especially with the, like, "Oh, but I love him, and you're telling me I shouldn't love him, but I do anyway," like,
No, I thought you were going to get a little bit more frumpy with me in the sense of, like, you really see these moments in the deleted scenes from Attack of the Clones, which are
"No, you don't.
Oh, okay.
What deleted scenes are you talking about?"
The scenes on Naboo with Padme's family where they go to dinner and, like, Anakin meets the parents and that that kind of thing.
Oh, because when you were talking about deleted scenes, I was thinking Revenge of the Sith, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with any of those, because those are the only ones that I like. Everything you explained, you can see that somewhere, whether it's in Attack of the Clones or whether it's in Clone Wars or something. Like, the only time I'll ever get frumpy is when you're like, hey, this is the scene from Revenge of the Sith, deleted scenes, and I'm like, that's a headcanon. That's not real. Like, that's the like, if you're deleted scenes anywhere else, like, most of those scenes are connected somewhere.
Yeah, you get
So
vibes
you
of
get
some other
vibes of those in
places.
Clone Wars, any other
Okay.
places. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, it just makes me a little sad. Do you think I'm gonna get mad at you?
I'm sorry, Alex.
Okay. I'm coming off of a rough week, so I'm more sensitive.
That's okay. But thanks for listening to my pick and validating my pick.
Yeah, it's a great pick.
So then I take it we did not match.
We did not.
That would be quite a feat on a album with 31 songs.
Correct. We did again pick the same topic, except our topic is the opposite, which is, I think, kind of fitting for the end of our series on Padme, end of our season. So you did the positives and the happiness. Mine is the negative. So I chose Lom.
Oh, it's such a good one.
Yeah, I chose Loss of My Life or Love of My Life.
Whichever way. Oh.
I always read it as Loss of My Life because that's how it ends. But so this is, of course, Padme and her loss of Anakin. He betrayed her and everything she held dear. So to start us off, we embroidered the memories of the time I was away, stitching "We were just kids, babe." I said, "I don't mind, it takes time." I thought it was better safe than starry-eyed. I felt a glow like this, never before and never since. She was just a kid when she met Anakin, and still just a kid when she fell in love and married him.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to stay safe, but he wore her down, and she became starry-eyed. She didn't want to marry him. She didn't want to get involved with him, but he again wore her down. She had never loved someone like him, and never since, because she died. But then we continue, if you know it in one glimpse, it's legendary. You and I go from one kiss to getting married.
Basically.
Still alive, killing time at the cemetery. Never quite buried. In your suit and tie, in the nick of time. You low-down boy, you stand-up guy. You holy ghost, you told me I'm the love of your life. You said I'm the love of your life about 1,000,000 times. Star Wars has built this romance as legendary, and Anakin sold it to Padme as such. They kissed twice, technically, but only once when it was consensual, and then they got married. They are killing time at the cemetery of all those dead in the Clone Wars. Anakin went from being a lowly slave to a Jedi Knight on the Jedi Council, going from our low-down boy to stand-up guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has told Padme he loves her and can't live without her. And that is, again, him saying, you are the love of my life.
Yeah.
Continuing with the song, who's gonna tell me the truth when you blew in with the winds of fate and told me I reformed you? When your impressionist paintings of heaven turned out to be fakes, well, you took me to hell too. And all at once, the ink bleeds. A con man sells a fool a get love quick scheme, but I've felt a hole like this never before and ever since. Anakin was thrust back into Padme's life by fate, or more likely Palpatine. He claimed that he has been tortured and changed ever since he came back into Padme's life. He kept selling her on the fact that their love could overcome anything, when it was Anakin's love that turned out to be fake. He didn't love Padme the person. He loved the idea of Padme being a person that cares for him and that he can care for. He did not care about her opinions or beliefs. If he did, he never would have turned to the dark side. There are also numerous instances in the Clone Wars where he is shown going against her beliefs and is flabbergasted that she would countermand him and have an opposite belief to him.
Yes. Yes.
Padme's heart breaks as she sees the reveal of what Anakin has done. The hole in her heart from his loss literally kills her. If you know it on one glimpse, it's legendary. What we thought was for all time was momentary. Still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried. You cinephile in black and white, all those plot twists and dynamite. Mr. Steal Your Girl, then make her cry. You said I'm the love of your life. Again, they were momentarily legendary, and again, Star Wars continues to build them up as the legendary love, and thought to be a love story for the ages, but it turned out to only last a fleeting moment. Anakin claimed to love Padme and stated that she was the love of his life, but Star Wars needs its plot twists, so Anakin puts dynamite on their relationship and blows it up. Talking rings and talking cradles, I wish I could unrecall how we almost had it all. Dancing phantoms on the terrace, are they secondhand embarrassed that I can't get out of bed 'cause something counterfeits dead? It was legendary, it was momentary, it was unnecessary. Should have let it stay buried.
Oh my gosh.
Anakin was happy to marry and get Padme pregnant, but did not care about her ideals. They clashed politically, and they lost it all when they finally put it all out on the table on Mustafar. The Phantoms are the fans who are embarrassed at Padme through no fault of her own, but of the writing of George Lucas, because she can't get out of bed and dies because Anakin betrayed her. She couldn't stick around for her kids. It was a legendary love affair that caused the rise of one of the most reviled villains in the galaxy, and it should have stayed buried on Naboo, where she told him it wouldn't work, because it didn't. And then to finish it off, oh, what a valiant roar, what a bland goodbye.
Yeah.
The coward claimed he was a lion. I'm combing through the braids of lies. I'll never leave, never mind. Our field of dreams engulfed in fire, your arson's match, your somber eyes, and I'll still see it until I die. You're the loss of my life. So again, this was an attempt at a valiant roar when she confronts Anakin on Mustafar, but was a bland goodbye when she dies. Anakin claimed to be a lion and wanted to protect her and the galaxy when he was just a coward who was afraid of being alone. He claimed he would never hurt her and then force chokes her on Mustafar. The flames of Mustafar burn up Padme's field of dreams, and it is Anakin who lit the match with his turn to the dark side. Padme still thinks of Anakin until she dies. She mentions him in her dying breath. He is the loss of her life.
That's such a great pick. And it fits so well. I know I've seen fans put YouTube videos together with Padme and Anakin's romance in this song, and it works so well. How you try to hold on to something so tightly and it slips through your fingers.
Oh, see, I don't think it's that.
No, I mean that's part of it, but it's Anakin's obsession with Padme that drives him to the dark side.
Correct, but I think my main thing about, especially in this episode, which I'm sure I might get some blowback on fans out there, is that I don't think he actually loved her. I think he loved the idea of her, and so that's the thing where it's not because you don't, the way he acts through almost all of the movies and even in the Clone Wars, he's very possessive of her. He doesn't really think about her opinions.
Yeah, he knows what's best for her.
He thinks he knows what's best, and so he's just assuming. And she's this is where they have the conversation on Coruscant of like love has blinded him. And you're like, it's actually the other way around, where she has fallen in love with him and she can't see all of his red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, like, she's like, yep, he loves me. Of course he does. And I'm like, it's a classic, like, abusive relationship kind of view of like, does that person truly love that person, or do they love the control they have over them?
Right.
And so like, that's what he loved. He loved that he had control, that he had someone to care for. And he loved, again, my thing is, I think it's the idea, he loved the idea that someone loved him, because the only other person he's had of that is his mom.
Right.
And so he's like, nope, she loves me. And so I'm going to hold on to that. And I'm going to do whatever I have to protect that, because the only other person I've had who's done that for me died. And they were my mom.
Right. I can't be alone.
I can't be alone.
Yeah.
So I may get blowback from that. We'll see. Let us know. What do you think? Do you think Anakin truly loved Padme? If you do, that's totally cool too. Send
us a message.
Send us a message. Let us know. Maybe we'll put up a poll if we get enough responses of like, no, he totally loved her, or no, he didn't love her. That's right. I had never thought of like he loves the idea of her. Again, it's what depends on your definition of love. That is, I think, the biggest piece of like.
We're gonna get philosophical here.
Oh, for sure. We're always philosophical.
Don't call me a mindless philosopher.
Yeah, overgrown glob of grease. So, but yeah, it's that kind of thing of like, can you love somebody and not respect them? Because that's kind of what I view Anakin does with Padme.
Yeah.
It's like, that's where I'm like, I don't, because he like, even when they're courting each other, he makes fun of her profession. Of just
he's like, I don't trust politicians.
I don't trust politicians. I think you're all like, you should just be made to do what's best, and you're all and we all just blow, and she just blows. I mean, you're making fun of me, ha ha ha. And he's like, nope, he is being dead serious. So yeah.
But yeah, tell us what you think of this episode. Tell us what your picks for Padme would be. Like we said, there's like pretty much no wrong pick on this entire album.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. But
we'd love to hear what you pick.
Yeah, you can send us a message or comment on this episode on Instagram. You can send us a direct message on Instagram. We're the Sand Hurts My Feelings pod. You can send us an email. We're the Sand Hurts My Feeling pod @gmail.com. You can also answer the poll on our Spotify. If you're listening through Spotify, answer, what do you think? Whose pick do you think was better? Sarah's or mine? Loss of Your Life, or But Daddy, I Love Him? And then also, it would really help if you give us a 5-star review, 5-star, just 5 stars, or 5 stars and a review on either Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It really would help us grow as a podcast and get views out there more. Also, word of mouth. Just tell people, hey, go check out. You like Star Wars? You like Taylor Swift? Come check us out.
Yeah.
So
we have many, many more fun things to come here as we wrap up our second season.
Yeah, we can talk about Rey.
Yeah, Rey is season 3.
Season 3 coming up.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have to dive deep into which one are we gonna do next after season 4, because that's what we have, a long list of people we want to do,
but who gets to go next?
Who gets to go next?
No, so I think that's where we love listener feedback. Which character should we do next?
Yeah, which character would you like to hear next
after Rey? Because we want to make it through all of our the lead females in each of the trilogies.
Yes. So no, we'll go through Rey, but yeah. So you guys have another 6 months to to give us your opinions. Who do you think we should do next? Should be Mon Mothma, Hera, Ahsoka, Jyn,
Kira, Asajj Ventress. Should we go to the dark side?
Should we go to the dark side? Yeah. Is there anybody else are there any other not minor characters, but just any other characters that we haven't thought of? Send us, if you're like, hey, you haven't heard you guys talk about this person, I think you should talk about them. We would absolutely love to hear ideas. And yeah, thank you all for coming on this journey with us. This has just been so much fun. And
we love it.
We love it. We're hope to see you guys again at Twin Cities Con 2025. And yeah, may the Force be with you.
Forever and always.
May the Force be with you.
Forever and always, yeah.